Hey, Lexi. Hey, Lexi! High five. Give me a high five. Come on. Do it for the video. Do it for the vlog. Good girl. Yep. Let's go. Welcome to the vlog. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. I don't know which episode this is going to be. I think it's going to be episode 2. I just made another video, but I don't think it's going to do very well, so I'm just going to avoid it. And I just got to lay this down. Oh my god, that's kind of annoying. Let's lay down. Right here. Okay. I think we're good. I think we're good. Finally. So, some of you guys may not know, but I am pretty much, I would say, a mid-level tech enthusiast. I've been collecting a lot of tech for a long time now, and I would say it's kind of a hobby for me to buy tech and review it. So if you guys don't like watching these kind of videos, skip along, or not skip along. I mean, maybe I'll talk about something else. I probably won't though. So just go to a different video. Today we're going to be talking about drones and why I think this is the best drone of 2020. This is the Mavic Air 2, and I've had this drone for probably about 3 or 4 months now, probably. Now that doesn't mean I've been flying it every single day since, but I've been flying it for about 30 some hours, I believe, and it's been awesome. It's been a workhorse. It's got me some really good shots, and I just want to talk about it. I really feel the need to talk about this drone because it's seriously amazing, and I think anybody who has $1,000 to spend on a drone should buy it. Yes, it's a little bit steep of a price point, but it is a very good drone for the price. You cannot get anything better than this thing. And yeah, so first off, I would say portability. It's not amazing, but hear me out, you can put it in your bag and you can easily take it with you. It's foldable, and I honestly, you know, I'm not huge on the foldable design thing, but it's kind of cool, you know, just take it around with you or whatever, and it works, you know, so as long as it works, it's cool. Now, before we get into the things that I don't like, until I get into the things that I like, let's talk about the negative, because I want to get the negative out of the way and then talk about all the positive things. So the very first negative I have is the battery life is not even close to as advertised, which is kind of sad. They advertised the video time to be like 34 minutes of flight time, and this battery's pretty big, you know, it's pretty big battery. I'm trying to get it to focus in. There we go. So it's a pretty big battery, but it doesn't last you as advertised, which is pretty much all the time, but the time is way off for the battery. Most drones, you know, they're kind of close. Like the Spark, you know, I had that and they advertised it at 16 minutes, and I normally got like, you know, 13 or 14 minutes sometimes. Maybe not 14, but like if you drain it all the way, then sure. But these batteries are actually, I don't want to like freak you out, guys. This is with most of the DJI batteries. I'm not sure about Autel, but when you use these things, you gotta be very cautious, because these ones have been they've been reported to expand, and that's not good, because these batteries are $115. So that is the biggest caveat. That is the biggest problem. I don't even know what the word caveat means. I don't know why I'm saying it, but I hope I'm right. I hope I'm right for what it's meant to be. Possibly meant to be. I sound really dumb right now. But yeah, I mean, this battery, that's not good. And currently, I think I'm on, for most of my batteries, I'm on like 34 charges. So this is probably like 30 to 40. So yeah, it's fine. Like, it hasn't expanded or anything, but you know, and DJI is trying to add updates too pretty frequently about the batteries. So as long as it stands within the warranty, I think it's like 200 charges or something. If it explodes before that, or if it it doesn't explode. But if it like, you know, expands before that, then you can send it in and get a free return. So that's kind of neat. But yeah, it's also kind of stupid that you have to go through that. But with every technology item, there's some kind of pretty big problem, you know. There's just something. You can never find the perfect piece of tech. So I wouldn't really allow that to get in the way, you know. You know, I've flown it for like 30 sometimes and it's okay right now. I don't see any signs of wear and tear or anything to be concerned about. So just be careful, just take really good care of your batteries, do some research, and I think you'll be okay. Number 2 is, I would say that, let's see here, I'm just thinking really quick. Yeah, the flight time. So the flight time is, they advertise it to be around 34 minutes. And it's more like, if you want to take really good care of your batteries, I normally land at 40% just to be safe. Sometimes I've flown, you know, to 16%. But that's just, you know, trying to see the battery life, how it is. And that's purposely. And normally 18 minutes is perfectly fine. Like, the drone is really fast. It gets back to you fast. I don't think with this drone you really have to worry about anything. Like, you just don't have to worry about, you know, being too late to land or whatever, unless you're just really dumb, you know. I mean, everything is like a safety feature on this thing, and it'd be pretty hard to avoid, you know, and just keep flying. Like, you see it on the screen, you know, you see everything. So I think you'd be perfectly fine. But with other things like, you know, birds flying around, that can also happen. Like, you can hit a bird, or a bird can hit you, and those things just happen. It's every day. It sucks. But you know, at least you can know that DJI will help you out, you know, if you get your drone back, hopefully. So yeah, another not so great thing that I wish DJI would have added is, there's 2 sensors on the back, there are 2 sensors in the front, and there are 2 bottom sensors, and there's a flashlight, or strobe light they like to call it, I think. But come on DJI, just give us sensors on the side. I know that the Pro model does, but the Pro model starts at, like, I think $1,700, and this thing starts at $999. So it's a pretty big problem. Like, it's not like super bad, because first of all, I don't like the beeping noises. It just gets really annoying, and I haven't found a way to turn it off yet. So it would be nice. It'd be really nice to just be able to turn the sensors off. But it's also nice if, you know, you're flying to the side and you hit a wall or something. It would just be nice to have those additional sensors. So come on, DJI, like, DJI, I think I said DJI, DG, I don't know. But honestly, come on DJI, just do something. Like, just add sensors on the lower end model. And I wouldn't even call this low end, you know. But you got the DJI Mavic 2 Pro, which is the only thing that you can get all the sensors on, basically. And the top sensor on the Mavic 2 Pro is over here, and it's pretty small. I would like us to see 2 in the middle, or 1 in the back, and 1 like kind of close to the front, but not all the way up there, because that would be nice, because you get birds and stuff flying, and like, I would like to like lower my drone and stuff. I don't know. I just think it would be a good idea to have those additional sensors to protect you from something like that happening. But I've seen some pretty crazy videos with the Mavic Air, the older model, and one person, you might have seen this before because he has pretty good views, but I think it's Drone Supremacy, maybe. I think that's the name of him. He was flying near a cave with the Mavic Air 2, and he hit it like twice, and it was like falling kind of, and it literally saved itself. And that's what I noticed with this drone, is that if something like that happened, like, I've tried to, like, you know, flip the drone over like what I did with a Spark, and it turns it off, but that function doesn't like work with this drone for some reason. So like, I turn it and it's literally like forcing itself back up, and I'm not doing anything. It's really strong. It's really powerful. This drone is really strong. So my recommendation for you guys, I don't want to, like, you know, lower you guys', you know, expectation for this drone at all. You know, I think you guys should get it. It's more professional than the Mavic Mini. But if you really are low on a budget, if you have to spend $400, which I totally understand, is I would say just go for the mini. There are some caveats though, some pretty big disadvantages. If I said caveats not in the right terms, I don't know. Is get the mini if, number one, you don't live by an airport, like you don't even live close to an airport, because that can make the signal strength terrible. So when you're flying, you have to land really fast and stuff. It just won't. You can't get very far with being near an airport, which I live by an airport, and I can only get. This is crazy. And I flew by in a different area that was a little bit further away from the airport, and I literally pulled out like 3 miles with this thing, and I could have got like 4 miles or 5, and I could have returned all the way back home, no problem. I think I landed at like 40 or 50%, so like that's pretty good. But with the mini, the signal's not as good because it doesn't have OcuSync, and you just get Wi-Fi. So that's one of the reasons why I wouldn't really recommend the mini. But if you want an ultra portable drone, you don't care about having sensors, and if you don't live in windy conditions, in snowy conditions, I would go for the mini. Like personally, I would. Just make sure you're not by an airport. But I think the mini is a great purchase. Like, I know it's cheaper than this, and it doesn't mean it's necessarily like a better buy at all. Like, it's not going to be an amazing drone, I would say, but the quality is going to be pretty good. And yeah, the Air 2 is probably much better. Like, it looks much better just from, the screen on like on somebody else's video. But sometimes you can find really good deals. And I found out, like, I've just been researching, and I've been finding out that a lot of the cheaper deals are actually better. And the higher you spend, the lower you get, the less you get in any tech product, honestly. So like, for example, I got the OnePlus 7 Pro, and this thing is amazing. Like, the screen is, hold on, let me see if I can brighten it a little bit. Maybe not, I guess not, but the screen is very big, as you guys can see. See how big that screen is? And it's all screen, right? I wish I could turn up the display brightness, but this is the max. It's a very nice screen. It's all screen, basically. There is some very thin bezels. This phone is very good. It's very snappy. It's very fast. It's incredible. It's got triple cameras. You see that, guys? Triple cameras. It has a very nice glass back. Very nice. And I got one on eBay for $350. This thing is amazing. This thing is seriously the best phone I've ever touched or used, and everybody says that about this phone. Is no other phone on the market can beat the screen. No other phone can beat how fast this is, except the iPhones. But there's a problem with it. One problem, and it's just because it's used. It has a deteriorating battery life, and that means that, I would have to either get a replacement battery, or if I go into ship shopping, which I might do for a job, is that messaging won't work because I got the wrong carrier phone. Because, well, not really the wrong carrier. I knew to get this phone, but they only have T-Mobile for it, and I have a Verizon chip in it. So the messages aren't going through. It still receives phone calls for some reason. Like, I can still call people, but I can't send messages. So that's a big issue. Like, I can't contact customers and shipped. So that means I would have to get an iPhone or some other phone. But I want an iPhone now because I have a MacBook, and I want them to work together and stuff for the ecosystem. Anyways, so it's kind of what you can expect is like, this phone is amazing, right? But the iPhone, the 11 Pro Max, is like $1,500, and I would still say that this phone is probably better than that. Maybe not the cameras and not all the specs, but I mean, $300 compared to $1,500 is a massive difference. Massive difference. And as long as you're a smart shopper, as long as you do tons of research, you'll have a lot of success in getting what you want, and it'll be way better than what everybody else has. You just have to be a smart buyer. And maybe I'll go into more detail about this in another video, but I think you guys are probably tired of me ranting. So yeah, that's enough for this video. I hope you guys enjoy. If you want to purchase the Mavic Air 2, you guys can support me by getting a brand new Mavic Air 2 from DJI by clicking the link below, and that would truly mean a lot to me if you guys purchase from that on an affiliate page. So that means I get a part of the commission, and I'll have the Mavic Mini, and I'll probably have some other DJI drones on there. So if you guys do that,